Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Two KUKI women from Manipur were paraded naked. The full story, the full details of the story is done by a colleague of mine. He has done a complete detail. I'm attaching that story in the description box below, so you can have a look at it. So that will give you a full idea of what exactly happened. I don't have the strength to do that story. I don't have the mental strength, so I left it to younger journalists to do that. But what I want to do today is ask a few questions. Let's get right into the show. Today, the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, took suo motu cognizance of this case, and he said, simply unacceptable. Using women as an instrument in an area of communal strife, grossest of constitutional abuse. We are deeply disturbed by the video which has emerged. If the government does not act, we will. This is what Chandrachud had to say, Chief Justice Chandrachud has to say, and I hope he acts. You see, this incident happened on the 4th of May, almost 2.5 back, 2023, 2.5 months back, 4th of May. Nobody spoke about this. Nobody knew about this till it surfaced yesterday. And yesterday, the Manipur police tweets. This incident happened on the 4th of May, and yesterday, that is after 2.5 months, literally almost, Manipur police tweets that all our efforts to arrest culprits as regard to the viral video of two women paraded naked, as regards to a viral video of two women paraded naked by unknown armed miscreants on 4th of May 2023, a case of abduction and gang rape and murder was registered in Nongpong, Sekmai, PS, Taubal district against unknown armed miscreants, and the investigation has been started. The state police is making all-out effort to arrest the culprit at the earliest. The police, after 2.5 months, says that we have registered a case. We've registered a case and we're trying to find the culprit. My first question I want to ask, trying to find the culprit? Has this happened in some unknown area? By some unknown people? It's happened, they've video shot it. They video shot it, for crying out loud, for God's sake. They video shot it. And the police is saying that we are trying to find the culprits. In a state where clashes are going on for the last 2.5 months, are we to believe that the police didn't have any clue or gave no attention to a crime like this, where two women were paraded naked, raped, and police had no idea about it? They came to know all of it yesterday after the video surfaced. Is it what we are supposed to believe? And if that is a fact, then are we surprised that the police couldn't contain these clashes? Isn't that a very simple question? So that's number one. Number two is, I want to ask the Prime Minister of this country. You know, while the Prime Minister was going all over the world, spreading goodwill and possibly increasing the image of India, an incident happens on the 4th of May. The incident happened on the 4th of May, and the Prime Minister is not made aware that two KUKI women were paraded naked. Why was it not made aware? Do we as a nation think that's okay? It's okay to do that? Like the Chief Minister, I guess, has said that, hundreds of such cases does happen. That is what the Chief Minister says. Like the Manipur CM said to India Today, what he said is, when asked about how his government was unaware of the incident where a woman was shamelessly paraded naked by a group of men in his state, the Chief Minister, Mr. N Biren Singh of Manipur, said that 100 of such cases similar to the incident have taken place. Hence, we have invoked a ban on the internet in our state. The Chief Minister didn't say that, my God, I'm appalled, I'm putting all my forces up. He said 100 such cases happen. So what I've done is not put extra force to catch the culprit. What I've done is I have put a ban on internet in the state, so that people don't know that these cases are happening. People are not aware that cases are happening. I put a ban on the internet. Other than the Chief Minister saying that, listen, I am putting force to ensure that these culprits are caught. That's the first thing. And what was the Minister of Women and Child, Mrs. Smriti Irani, doing? Isn't it part of her job to have taken cognizance to this? There are two options here too. Chances are she was not made aware. If she was not made aware, why isn't she questioning the Chief Minister as to why she was not made aware? Why isn't she going to the Prime Minister and saying that the Chief Minister should be sacked because such an incident happened and she was not made aware? Why isn't there a system error? Why aren't we talking about a system error? When there is a security breach to an MP or a VIP, we have an entire cabinet sitting and talking about the security breach. Two women who are marched naked. Why are we not talking about a system error where something of this sort happened and the Minister for Women and Child doesn't even know about it? Or if she knew about it, then why didn't she act? My question goes both ways. If you didn't know about it, then why didn't you know about it? What was the system flaw that didn't give you the information? Why were you not given that information? Then what is the concept of having a union Minister for Women and Child? What is this concept? Because whatever happens, you never get to know about it. Then what is this concept? And if you knew about it, why didn't you act? I asked the same question to the Home Ministry. I asked the same question to the Home Ministry. The Home Minister visited the state at least. To that extent, he has at least visited that state. Why wasn't he made aware? Why wasn't he made aware that there was an incident like this that took place? Why was he not made aware? And if he was made aware, then the question is same. Why didn't he act? Why didn't he talk about it? And finally, the Chief Minister of that state. I hear some reports in ANI that he too heard this incident recently. He too heard about this incident recently. I am appalled. I am appalled. We are more bothered about PMLA cases, tax evasion and so on and so forth. We are not bothered about our girls being stripped naked and paraded on the streets. Where is our priority and our sense of justice? A question I want to ask this government is, we are trying to give more powers to ED, we are trying to give more powers to IT, we are talking about CBI. Have we spoken anything about protecting our women? Do we have a squad in India that is dedicated to protect our women? Is there a discussion or debate about protecting our women? How come ED, IT, financial frauds are so important, so important than protecting our women and child? Where is our priority and sense of justice? My question is, today we are aware, all of them are, aren't they? Why is the Chief Minister not sacked? Sacked A, because he couldn't stop it. Sacked B, because 2.5 months the culprits are not caught. So sacked 3, that he has either not informed the top bosses that such a thing has happened, or worse, as he said, he was not even aware of this. Either ways, why is the Chief Minister not sacked? You know what's the sad part of the story? The sad part of the story, now this is happening one too many times in our country. We saw that in Jantar Mantar in Delhi. 6 girls were molested by a MP, a Bharatiya Janata Party MP from Uttar Pradesh. He molested 6 girls, at least alleged, that's the allegations. It took young boys and girls and that too Olympic gold medal award winners to come on the street and protest. That's when a simple FIR was filed. An incident that took place in January, FIR was filed in April. Is that how we treat our girls? Bas itna hi? Is this what a girl's safety means to us? I'm appalled. You know, on the 5th of this month, a case of missing minor in Ongole, a case had to be re-registered as POXO because the police earlier on never re-registered POXO case against the culprit. It was registered after the Andhra Pradesh Human Rights Commission in Kurnool charged Ongole Taluka police of negligence in protecting that 15-year-old girl. POXO was not charged because we couldn't care less. We couldn't care less. Our Prime Minister had given a call of Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao. What is left of Beti Bachao? What is left of it? Any civilized community, the pride is in protecting their women and children. That's the pride. Communities, people have laid down their lives to do that. A civilized community is where a woman and a child feels very safe. A developing community is a place where a woman and child feels very safe. A family feels safe. Every time we neglect a case like what happened in Manipur, every time we neglect, we are getting closer to a situation where a woman will think twice to get out of her house. We are sending a message to our young girls that, listen, you know what? As a society, we cannot protect you. Tum dekh lo, Baba. This is the message we are sending. What is all of this economy and Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan and all worth if we can't protect our children? Think about it. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.